Grace Grace is another person's fast food toy story. Yay!
Amazing! Gracious!
Another person's fast food toy story.
Yay! Amazing! Gracious!
Another person's fast food toy story.
Yay!
Hello, what's up guys? My name is Percy and I'm the Guinness World Record holder for the largest collection of fast food toys. And I'm here once again to tell you another amazing and stupendous and inspiring Percy's fast food toy story. And so for today, we have a toy from... I don't know. This is actually from the Hostess brand. You can probably guess if you're familiar with the Hostess brand. This, which produced the very famous Twinkie. It's none other than the mascot of Twinkie. It's the Twinkie the Kid. Wow, isn't this awesome? Does it have a year when this particular toy was produced? Okay, I'm trying to decipher it from here. Well, I don't know. But this Twinkie the Kid was actually introduced in 1971, and since then it's become some sort of the ambassador of the Twinkie. It has been the endorser in all the commercials of the Twinkie. Now, as we all know, the Twinkie is that cream-filled golden sponge cake. In the Philippines, I did have an encounter with the Twinkie when I went to KFC and they were giving away a free Twinkies also, and it has the likeness of the Colonel Sanders in it. And then I also went to 7-Eleven, there were Twinkies, but nowadays I don't seem to notice that there are still the Twinkies, but they're definitely delicious ones. Okay, so this is great. You know, like I said, this was produced by Hostess way back in 1930. Wow, that was a long time ago. Twinkie has been there, a ubiquitous snack since 1930. That was pretty awesome. Well, April 3rd, 1930 to be exact. Okay, so it was actually invented, or it is brainchild of James Alexander Dewar. Okay, this James Alexander Dewar was actually a baker for the Continental Baking Company, and then he seemed to have noticed that since the Continental Baking Company is producing all these shortcakes, he noticed that when the strawberries are out of season, this particular machine that produces those strawberry shortcake is idle. So what he proposed was to come up with an alternative to strawberry shortcake, and then came up with a banana cream filling for the sponge cake, and that basically gave birth to the Twinkie. So that was the original recipe for the Twinkie. It's a banana cream filled sponge cake. Okay, but during the World War II, when even the bananas were sort of rationed as well, I mean, there's also the scarcity of the bananas, that they have to think of another alternative as filling for the sponge cake. So thus introducing this vanilla cream filling for the Twinkies. And nowadays I think that is so much more popular. I think it exceeded the popularity of the original recipe, that of the banana cream filled sponge cake. And we would know Twinkie as being that vanilla cream filled sponge cake. Okay, but you know what, when the movie King Kong was released and they sort of collaborated with Twinkies, they once again, the Hostess company, once again reintroduced the original recipe for their Twinkie, which is the banana cream filled sponge cake. Well, as we all know, King Kong would definitely love a banana cream filled Twinkie, and they noticed that there is this significant increase in their sales. That's why they have to rethink once again their marketing of the Twinkie, that they simply have to get options like a banana cream filled, which is basically the original recipe for the Twinkie, and as well as the banana filled, which obviously became so much more popular for the Twinkie. Okay, now this mascot simply looks like a Twinkie. Okay, don't you think? So it's a Twinkie dressed up in this cowboy suit. It has the Twinkie the Kid up there, and then he has this bandana, very typical of a cowboy. And then he's wearing these boots and these gloved hands. And then what's so amazing about this particular toy of the Twinkie the Kid is the fact that you can actually use it as a receptacle or as a container for your Twinkies. Okay, like for example, if you have all these Twinkies and then you have another one that you cannot eat already because the recess time is already over, you can simply put it here and have it safeguarded by no less than Twinkie the Kid. And then you simply pop out the hat, and then it would fit snugly in this container inside Twinkie the Kid, and then you simply close it up and then open it with so much ease whenever you feel hungry in your classroom or whenever your next recess would be. Okay, so this is great. Isn't it amazing? So like I said, this was introduced in 1971, this Twinkie the Kid, and it was originally voiced by Alan Swift. Okay, such an amazing character, and a great addition to my Percy's Fast Food toy collection. Now I must say, this Twinkie the Kid is just an amazing grace. So once again guys, let's try to be thankful for every amazing grace that come into our lives, be it in the form of Twinkie the Kid, just like this one. Isn't it great? Wonderful, wonderful toy. Or also be thankful for the delicious taste of the real Twinkie. I mean, it's not as popular here, it's not as ubiquitous here as compared to countries like the United States or in Canada. But nonetheless, those rare encounter with Twinkies is such a blessing also. It's a wonderful pastry, a wonderful cake, and it's definitely a memorable experience to actually eat the Twinkie, this vanilla creamed sponge cake or the banana cream. I could only surmise the deliciousness of that banana cream, the original recipe for Twinkie, because frankly I haven't tried that one yet. But I think it should be banana, because look at Twinkie, it looks like a banana. Okay, it's only now that I realized that the original recipe was actually a banana cream filled sponge cake. Or basically guys, let's be thankful for every amazing grace, be they small or big, be they seemingly insignificant or the truly eventful ones, or just about every amazing grace that make our lives a lot more happy and jolly. And thank you guys for always tuning to Percy's Fast Food Toy Story, and hope to see you again with our next one. So until then, bye bye and see you around. Here's Twinkie the Kid.